When I arrived here as mayor in 2011, I came with an expectation of sort of a manufacturer's view of how we could do things better. The base that we operated on as a city included sort of the city stat approach. You hear that bandied around in a lot of cities, and that really was a data-driven approach to try and create focus on opportunities to improve, but it didn't create the vehicle to actually get better. And so we had a fair amount of data here of how long it took us to do certain types of work and maybe some of the steps that it took, but the missing link was, now what do we do with it? And certainly lean, from my experience, was perfect. And it really created the opportunity to bring teams of folks together to use three major tools: common sense, direct observation, and operator experience. And so we just began. We started with some volunteers, and we had some early successes. We took a process like the one in front of me that was about data compliance in our human service department, our social workers, with a federal grant-making program. So they had this monthly reporting, and we had to collect all this data, and we had data in one bucket, we had to put it in another bucket, and the question was, could we streamline that whole process? You can see there were a lot of steps, and each step represented a certain type of activity, and we were ultimately able to shorten what was like an hour-and-a-half process to less than 20 minutes.